All right, class, before we start on our poems that you have chosen to illustrate, I'm going to show you one technique how to illustrate the poems. The most important thing is we want the letters and the words to look really interesting, okay? So, first of all, remember, before we start, our name should always be on the back. There's my name, Houston. I also wrote my poem, and my poem actually comes from a song too, on the back, so I always have to look at it, okay? Now, I don't want you to necessarily, choose every single word in the poem. Focus on maybe 5 lines in it that you like the best, and that's what I've done. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines in this poem. And it's called High, Low, and In Between. It starts, I come from a long line, high, low, and in between, same as you. Hills of golden, hails of poison, time's thrown me through. So, I'm going to show you. What we want to do is we want to make our letters, like I said, look very interesting. So I'm going to use lines to do that. So I've got 5 lines in my poem. I'm going to draw 4 lines across here. The first line of my poem, remember, is I come from a long line. So you can make your lines any kind of way, zigzag, curving lines, straight lines, and they're going to affect the way that the words look. So I want to have, for that first one, a long straight line, and I'll tell you why. So maybe it's going to start big down here and end up small. So, and I'm going to draw really lightly in case I mess up and need to erase, because I mess up a lot. So I'm going to start, and I need to make sure it's going to go up like that, and then and really small there, okay? So I come from a long line, high, low, and in between. So on these other ones, the words high, low, and in between, so I'm going to make my next lines be go a little bit kind of curvy. So it's going to go up, down, and then maybe just straight, okay? Hills of golden, hails of poison. So again, I'm going to make some curvy lines. So I'll go like this. All right. And then I got 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to make some more lines. So now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces to write my poem in. Remember, my first one was I come from a long line. So I'm going to use capital letters. If you want to use cursive, capital letters, block letters, whatever. Like I said, first I'm just going to write it out real lightly with pencil. So and I'm going to go from, use the whole space in there. So, got to make sure that I have enough room. I come. And now it's getting smaller and smaller. Uh-oh, I'm running out of space. I got to write it a little bit smaller. Ooh, I might have to go back and erase and try to fit those in. So see, that's okay. But if you practice this first in your sketchbook, so I might have to make some of these letters smaller, or I got to make that fit a little bit better. Good thing I wrote it really, really lightly. So let's see, let's make that. So I gotta, okay, that's going a little bit better. All right, and now I've got just enough room to make my last line. Okay? And I like how it gets a little bit smaller because it looks like a long line that's going out in the distance, okay? So, and then I got high, low, and in between that I'm going to have to write right here. So, and I like how the word high, it starts to go uphill, and the word low, it'll start to go downhill. High, low. Oh, let me get that. Now I'm running out of, I might have to come back and erase some of that, but that's okay. High, low, and in between. Same as you. This should be easy. Not as many letters here. What I can also do right here is, I'm running out of room, so maybe I can write, I got hills of golden, and maybe I could write hails of poison, like this. Come in.